Nothing more, sir.
Alright.
Keep me posted.
That was a
Hack it
big
out.
picture of that one, eh? Quite cool. Alright, so I think we're speaking to everybody again, I guess. Krogan power grids are supplying energy to Purgatory, allowing the club to operate as usual, improving the morale of the soldiers on shore leave. Urdnot Rex fought alongside Commander Shepard during the Reaper's first invasion attempt in 2183. Afterwards, he returned to Tuchanka and spent the following years rising to the leadership of his clan. Champion progressive methods meant to strengthen the Krogan as a whole. Conservative elements were unhappy, but news of a successful cured genophage has solidly united all of Tuchanka under Rex's command. Hailed not only as a great warrior, but a saviour, the Krogan will follow Urdnot Rex into the maws of the Reapers themselves. Centuries of Krogan infighting abruptly halted with the news of the cure of the genophage, with their future restored. Tuchanka's clans have united in a show of force not seen since the Ragnar War. The clans have also been stockpiling weapons of mass destruction for decades. Thankfully, the full destructive force can now be turned on the Reapers instead of Tuchanka. The strength, size and regenerative powers make the Krogan ideal shock troops. Clan Urdnot has become the unofficial but uncontested representative body of Krogan power to the rest of the galaxy. Within the past decade, Urdnot's warriors have either absorbed or wiped out clans Nakmor, Judorn, Quash, and even the legendary ferocious clan Reich. The discovery of a fertile Urdnot female rallied even more Krogan, regardless of affiliation to Urdnot's banner. Many Krogan went fortune-seeking out in the lawless Terminus system. Their imposing bulk and infamous brutality won them prized position as bodyguards and mercenaries. When news of a genophage cure spread, these drifters were contacted by their clans and urged to join Shepard's forces against the Reapers. After centuries of aimless brawls and bleak futures, Krogan everywhere are heeding the call. The Turian 43rd Marine Division was founded during the ancient Unification Wars that rocked Palaven over 2,000 years ago. The 43rd maintains relations with other council races, running joint training exercises with Asari, Solarian, and more recently Alliance military forces. Knowing how the Allies fight has become an asset, as the 41st troops have the discipline and experience to integrate into any army on any battlefield. Lifted the leg up on that one. In a society where the military is synonymous with the government, the Turian Engineering Corps is responsible for everything from maintaining sidewalks to creating spaceports. Their fame spread beyond Palaven after they helped repair the damage done to the Citadel by Sovereign in record time. TEC engineers view the Crucible as the greatest challenge of their career and have sped up the building process with their expertise and equipment. Nice. That's not looking very good, but at least we got one of them, I guess.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Noveria. The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see him in action.
Can't believe Cerberus would open fire on civilians like that. As twisted and insane as his logic might be, I thought the elusive man was trying to save humanity. I guess he's willing to sacrifice anyone to win.
Sir, you think that cure they dispersed could do anything to us? We're not going to start growing scales or anything, right? Maybe now that we have the Krogan on board, we can go back to fighting the Reapers.
Yep, you can say that again.
Genophage cure, huh? This
reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid.
Beckenstein. Beckenstein.
Is it true you helped repair Edie's mobile frame after that last mission?
She just needed an extra pair of hands. I am
Here
an
we go.
engineer, remember?
Were oils and lubricants involved? Was there any moaning?
In your dreams, Kenneth.
If only my imagination was that good.
Please.
Commander, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
It went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
I told you it would.
It gets better. While interfacing through our ESO capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that far.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and I'll send the plans their way.
Do it.
Aye, aye.
Well done, everyone.
Yay.
Shepard.
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small.
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Tyrians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Hello, Shepard.
Telemetry captured from the Arcturus station shows just how quickly Reapers pour, and from the relay and tore through Alliance fleets. VIs can analyse hostile fire and the data collected to increase weapon damage. They can also spend processor power looking for ways to improve shielding against the Reaper weapons.
The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they? Rex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check? Or will this be the start of another Krogan empire? Eve's organizing the female Krogan. She reminds me of some of the more formidable matriarchs I've known. The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions. We'll have to get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy. I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better.
Well, you see the improvements.
Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming by.
Alright, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Hey!
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me! The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand duels.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
That's pretty good.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
If not for him, we wouldn't have the Krogan Alliance.
He'll have a hell of a tombstone. Cured the genophage, with a little asterisk, and then at the bottom it'll say...
My job.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if some young, hot-headed Krogan took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
Commander, I am deeply disappointed by your actions on Tuchanka. As I thought I made clear, curing the genophage will have long-term consequences. Once the Reaper threat has passed, our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in the galaxy will be capable of stopping a resurgent Krogan. Moreover, the Krogan will undoubtedly seek revenge for the genophage, and the Solarian Union will be among the first targets. When that day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be in your hands. I am ashamed to also learn that our own scientists sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. It's a dark day for not only my people, but of all galactic civilizations. Making babies. Shepard, making babies again will be fun. Soon as this war is over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. Proud to call you my friend. He was in the Celtic Valley, enlisting support from other clans and spreading the word. She's going to be a great leader. Most of the males won't like me sharing power with her. But too bad. I run the show. We're off to save the Turians now, since apparently they forgot how to hold a gun. Corinthus. Shepard. When you first arrived on Mine, I had a hard time seeing how your flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I am impressed. You brokered an alliance that many thought impossible. Paladin might be saved after all. Shiala. I don't know if you've seen the articles, but the people of Suhope are fighting again. This time it's the Reapers instead of the Geth. I'm not sure if you remember me, but you helped me back on Ilium. The Thorian is dead now, I can confirm that. But the spores in our bodies remain, and on some level, we are still connected. This is not necessarily a bad thing. As we fight back the Reapers, we feel each other and act with one mind, ignoring pain when the need arises. I'm sure I'm still indoctrinated. I remember Sovereign's voice in my mind when I went willingly to the Thorian as Thrall. But my connection to the people of Suhope is stronger. It drowns out the Reaper voices. This situation is imperfect and dangerous. Perhaps the colonists should separate for our own safety. But with one mind, the untrained fight with the skill of a veteran commandos. Our force is strong. I have not forgotten how you helped us, how you spared me. We are leaving Ferros soon, and when the time comes, we will fight with you, Shaila. Is Shaila? Ferros, a group of colonists on Ferros, have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding back long enough for the civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Suhope, said to be survivors of a savage Geth attack several years ago, has repelled initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonists are using improvised weapons as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. The colony is our home. Colony spokesperson Elizabeth Bairn said, "We've survived worse and we know how to fight together." The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. Okay. Noveria is a small frozen terrestrial world very habited by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Noveria Development Corporation, who lease labs out for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. The order has brought significant attention to the otherwise obscure planet. Noveria is home to some of the most advanced research in the galaxy, a sheer magnet for Cerberus interest. Further, Noveria's mass relay is the stop between the humans' Exodus cluster and the beginning of Solarian base. It's a safe bet that the Solarians will defend their borders to the utmost. Cerberus is you. Right, let's try that again.
Commander, the enemy has a strategic advantage in this sector thanks to the fighter squadron facility you're about to attack. We want to seize it, but their air defenses are too strong
Remember.
for a frontal assault.
Let's try that again.
Cost prohibitive.
How do you want me to handle this?
Go in the back, bring down their defenses so we can send in the troops. Good luck, Commander.
I have visual contact. There's a small platform above the main landing pad. I can drop you there, but it's got to be now.
Let's do it.
And they're getting hit, right? Who they get hit by? I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to know. Okay, let's try that again, shall we?
Commander, you'll have to find the command. The sector to take down their defenses.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for them.
They've seen us.
Ha ha ha! It's you. You, was it? Garrus, you son of a bitch. And you go boom. Oh, come on. Found it. One way there. Tiny wee ships, and there's like a fortress to them. Oop. Oop.
Damn it. This'll take a while.
Commander, you've got enemies inbound and we can't wait. Someone's got to get those defenses down ASAP.
Garrus, make it quick. On it.
On the AoE.
Be ready, Commander. You're gonna get swarmed. Commander, I've been flushed from cover. Retreating to minimum safe distance.
No problem, Cortez. Get out of there.
We'll wait for your all clear, then relay to the strike force.
Warning, warning. Security breach. Initiating lockdown failsafe. Couldn't be avoided. Outside communications are gone.
Just bring down their defense. We'll worry about that later. down their defenses. We'll worry about that later.
Come on, man. Getting worse and worse. A bit quicker.
Shepard, it takes 2 to authorize shutdown.
Defense system deactivated. General Order 7/7 triggered. Establish contingency defense.
I'm tracking large-scale deployment to the landing pad, Shepard.
And that's where we need to go. Cortez, I read you. Come in.
There you are, Commander. How'd you get through the enemy? Clearance. Area clear. Signaling the strike force. Wait. Scan's picking up something coming your way.
Proximity alert. Deploying armed response.
Shepard, look out!
Give it everything you've got. Anyone wounded?
Just the usual minor flesh wound.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
There we go. Now I've done it. It's like, there's a heat. I just could not find that heating thing for the life of me. At least I found it.
This was a major victory, Commander. A crippling blow to Cerberus operations in this sector. Now all we have to do is maintain control of the facility.
Cerberus won't make that easy.
And we won't make it easy on them. Thanks to you, we can use their own defenses against them. Tell your team they did good, Commander. You should be proud.
Thank you, sir.
That's all. Hack it out.
Hack it out. Okay, save it there. Do a little management. call it there. So the Thalos have only produced one dreadnought, the Kunu, named after the diplomat who negotiated the client-race status with the Turians. The Kunu is the only Thalos ship of its class, but it's remarkably well armed. Its broadside cannons and main gun are all Thanic's magnetic hydrodynamic weapons. A Turian general touring the Kunu after its maiden system voyage enthusiastically declared that the ship could char a planet 3 times over. Lovely. While its constructed was funded entirely by the Elcos Combined Corporation, the Dreadnought was joint gifted to the Fall Victoriate and Turian hierarchy upon completion. The Asari Shalia was rescued by Commander Shepard from the Turian on Sushope. Now she leads the militia of Sushope's colonists, waging a surprisingly effective campaign against the encroaching Reapers. Shalia suspects the group's prior connection to the Thorian gives their soldiers an uncanny ability to sense one another, allowing them to think and act as one in combat. The long-term consequences of this connection are unknown, but for now at least, its effects are helping the cause. Good. Thalos companies are skilled at mass producing whatever manufactured goods are currently in demand. Factories use modular equipment to switch their production lines from arms to housing to the big galactic bang trend. We cover from a manufacturing compound, these fabrication units can stamp out custom plastics for the Crucible on an industrial scale. Aeolus Combine is a manufacturer known for producing reliable but less expensive versions of high-grade weapons and armour. Their scientists are adept at reverse engineering new technology. The Thalos engineers rescued from Satu Ard are applying these same methods to break down the instructions on how to create several dozen new plastics that must be integrated into the Crucible's superstructure. In a show of unprecedented generosity, Elcos Combine has waived all proprietary claims to any new. Oh, fucking that's nice of them. That's nice. Normally, interferometric arrays are used to analyse planetary land masses or to determine the astrophysiological properties of stellar systems. The powerful array salvaged from the Hercules system can be used for something much more ambitious. The Crucible tunes into the mass release command switches, installing the interferometric array into the Crucible systems, resulting in a real-time map of the entire galaxy, including the position of each and every Reaper in the Milky Way. The Exogeny Corporation helped fund colonies all over the galaxy in exchange for a share of any natural resources found by settlers. Sushope was one of the most richest claims. The colonists were obliged to turn over any Promethean discoveries in the ancient ruins of Theros. A team of exogeny scientists studying the few scrapes of Promethean materials found around Sushope had become experts in their own right, contributing their knowledge to the Crucible project. A team of engineers working on the Normandy SR2 developed the theory behind the piece of equipment. Dreadnought-class drive capacitors use specialised ESO-based compounds to channel and store thermal energy with greater efficiency than previous designs. The capacitors were quickly incorporated into the designs of the device found in the Promethean archives on Mars. A squadron of advanced fighter ships was liberated from Cerberus forces in Novaria, fast, agile, and remarkably fuel efficient. These one-person spacecraft pack surprisingly heavy firepower for their size. After the Alliance installed their own PI programs and swept for hidden bugs or transmission signals, they repainted the fighters and pressed them into service. Nice. Nice, 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 nice.